Morning everybody. Hey, this is Tony here at our cabin in the woods, and today is what is today? Today's Thursday, and the 2nd, I believe. It's early. It's sometime right around 7, but I'm walking Willow right now, and then I've taken over. Starting Monday, I took over opening up the cages of the birds and collecting eggs. I'm walking pretty good, doing half decent. I'm not moving hay. I'm not moving 50-pound bags of feed, but like I said, all my animals are pretty much self-fed and self-watered, so it's kind of easy. But I'm walking Willow. We're taking it easy, and then I got a little surprise and happiness. We had our 8th grandbaby yesterday, December 1st, and she weighed 6 pounds 13 ounces. Her name is Riley, and she's doing good. Her and Mommy doing really good. And because of what was going on with the baby, we have the 2 other grandkids from them. And my wife picked them up on Tuesday night. So we will have them for the rest of the week, right through the weekend. So Mom can relax, take it easy. So we are babysitting. I don't know, it's what, 5 days is we're going to do it? 5 or 6 days? That's all good. And here's Happy, the cat. She spent the night out, and here's Willow. But everybody's in there sleeping, taking it easy. Everybody's looking good. I'm doing half decent. I'm walking with the limp still, but it's getting better. Leg is swelled. I didn't post a video on my knee last week. One, I know it gets tiring to see the same thing. So this is 2nd week now. So I think we are at, I think this is 6 weeks. Never even thought about it. But what did happen last week to me is I buckled my knee. Not from doing any work. It was, I've got my little walker. I never use it, only I got it right by the front door. That's where my shoes are. And I'm able just to slide my shoes on and off. And so when I go put my shoes on, I always have the walkers right there, so if I need it. Because I've always worried about when I pick my right leg up, which puts all my weight on my left leg, my knee, something could happen. So I'm always got my walker. Well, that's what happened. It literally buckled, and I rolled over backwards. And that, you talk about pain. After surgery, it didn't even hurt like this. That happened 2 weeks ago, this Saturday. And so my wife and I, we spent putting ice on my knee and keeping my leg moving around. I was doing my light duty stuff. They had just moved me PT into physical therapy, really starting to push me a little bit. And so I could not do that no more. That following Monday I went in, told PT what happened. They looked at it, and I had black and blue marks on my knee. And they just said they're glad that I learned to, when you buckle your knee, not to fall on your knee backwards, but to try to flip over on your back, in which I'm a large man. So you can't do a flip, but it literally did push fast and landed on my back. Kind of took the wind out of me, but that's what saved me from a lot bigger injury. Unsuspected, didn't know because I've been doing really good. Have not been pushing it, so you guys don't worry about that. I'm not. Taking it easy. But, so I went to PT and they put this cream on my leg. and then I used this electrical device and just smeared it on my leg. And they worked on it for about 10 minutes. And I guess it's a medicated cream that goes in and it helps with your swelling of your knee and pain. And they did that, and they say it can last up to 2 days. And then I took every day I still did my workout at home, but I didn't do nothing like I was doing at the rehab or the physical therapy. So I took really a week off of really pushing it, and we started again this past Monday, and everything's feeling pretty good. But we're going to open up the bird doors. I'm going to bring Willow with me. I bring her to this one. I do not take her out to the other one. It's too sandy. Then she walks in the house with her paws all full of sand, and then we get sand on our wood flooring. So we don't want to do that. But anyway, here we are. I'm going to walk up to the door. I believe you've all have seen my barn door I made. It's all out of pallet wood. Every bit of it. Except for the frame, of course, is 2x4s. But that's it. And here's my door opener for the new ones. Pull that open. And then the birds will come out of this hole. Right there. And then I have, which goes into my garden. And this garden here will be all redesigned internally. You see how good the soils are. Then I have this cable for that side. So if they ever want to pass through, they've actually got the woods back here is all fenced, and you kind of see the T-posts through the woods, and it goes all the way back that way. And then I like my old-fashioned door slider. Well, back up, honey, back up, back. I said back up. Listen. Open that up, and then Bill, stop. Well, no. We need to. Needs to be cleaned out. We need to rake out the hay. As you can see, it's pretty poopy. Usually I do it at least once a month, and it's been 6 weeks, probably 7 weeks, because I did it before I had surgery. So I may throw some more hay just on top and make it deep bedding. We'll see. But that needs to be done. You can see the water right there. That's automatic. It's all on the ground, and it ties into that water spigot right there. All right, let me put this door up. So, all right, let me go take you out. Let me go bring her in, and then I'm going to head out to the goats. We'll go check on the goats. All right. From my house, like I said, I've got a lot of new people here. From my house, here's the north side of my home. I have 2 ways to get to the other chickens. I've got more chickens out here and goats. I got a little path that goes through here. And we walk right on up. Walk up here. And there's the chicken coop we were on before. I do have a little road that runs right alongside that comes out over here, which heads that way. You can see I got my orange tractor sitting here, and here's 3 of my gardens. I've got an onion garden, a garlic garden, and I got a trellis garden that's in there, and they are hugelkultur. Here's my wood pile, my wood hut, keep my firewood dry. And there's my #1 compost pile, which I probably won't be using this year. I have a #2 compost pile. You got that tree there. You got another big tree right back there. It's right down under there. You might be able to see a pile of dirt. That's where #2 is. That is for where my goats eat. Other stuff will take a couple years to compost. Now look at the activity here at night. Look at all the deer prints. Look at them all. They're just everywhere. Crazy. And guys, if you catch my last video I did a couple days ago, you can see a video on a large, did I tell you large? Buck. I thought it was an 8-point. I've been told it's not. It's a 10-point, and it's becoming an older deer. Anyway, guys, here's my goats. Jimmy, Precious, Hoss, Lily, and Daisy. Okay, here's every year I run my meat birds out of this pen right here. I run corners cross out of this, and I do want to make a chicken tractor this year, so we'll be running them out of that. And the reason is I am going to, if you look to several pens here, I used to run chickens out of that also. I stopped it. That is a chicken tractor. It's very heavy though. I don't know, it's really heavy. It has skids it drags on, get big eye bolts, but I've left it there. There's power going into that, and there's a water line going into that, the water nipplers. There's two sets of water nipplers here, a low one and an upper one. I used to raise my turkeys out of here, meat birds, and there was water nipplers on there. It's not connected. I cut the line, the regulator I needed for that chicken coop I put out there, so I got to go through this, and there's my water system. Now, what I'm going to do this year, here coming up soon, that's chain link fence. I'm going to cut a hole in the chain link fence on the far side. I'm going to go ahead and probably leave this here, but I'm going to go through the back side again on this one and cut through here, and I'm going to cut into here, and this whole run is going to be for my turkeys. I'll clean it all out. This has been non-use. I haven't had turkeys in 2 years. Actually, it's been about a year and a half anyway. And you can see there's a roof on top up over there I put on. But so this is going to be all for the turkeys. And that's something else I'm going to do this year. That's where I ran our pigs out of. We ran 3 sets of pigs for almost 2 years out of there. And my last set, just before I had my knees, went to freezer camp. And this all needs to be cleaned out, redone, taken care of. Hey guys, I do want to ask you something. Here's my feeder drums. Those are brand new barrels I just picked up. But my steel drums, I put all the pig feed in. Got a question for you. Every year, the pigs go in there and they dig a massive hole. I have seen only a couple of these, and I'm wondering if it's a good thing or not. I do live in Oklahoma. Last year we had bad weather, extreme to -17, but usually we could hit a 0 mark. I try not to have pigs in winter, but where I'm getting at is I'm thinking about pouring concrete in that home that they have for them for bedding. It keeps them cooled in the summertime, and if it's cold, I can always throw hay in there, straw hay. So I want to know, does anybody else have concrete in the little home for them to lay on? Is that a good idea? Is that a bad idea? I don't know. Here's their feeder. Need to rebuild it. This last set just really destroyed stuff. And then over here, there's their water nippler. You can see the water line out of the ground, and there's a water nippler right there. That's for the pigs, and that's actually on them right now. That's a water spigot that's turned off for a garden hose. You can see what they do. This goes from here all the way down. I don't know if you can see those little wire cages, but back that way. I think I said this was 60 feet long and 16 foot wide. Long strip. We're talking about going ahead, and it's not going to be this year. I've got a big freezer full of pigs. So, a big stand-up one. It's full. We will be doing our meat birds and our meat turkeys this year. Here's my second coop. There they are. There's a total of 4. And this one, these are old birds. These are like 5 years old. In fact, I just found one gone yesterday, 2 days ago. This is what I'd take the pigs in to go get processed. Freezer camp. And if you can see that big pile of dirt right there, that is my number 2 compost pile. So, looks like fall's here. Everything looks dormant as normal. There's Happy, our cat. But there's the goat, where that goat place they stay in. I do want to take this paddock, and I'm going to continue it at it. I say this every year, but I run out of time. I'm going to go that way about another 100 feet and cut back into the woods and then reconnect to there. So they have double the amount of room that's in here. And there's their hay. And let's see if we all need hay in here. There's their water. Yeah, well, let's see what we got here for hay, girls. You're getting a little low. I may have to come back out here in a couple hours. Come wintertime, that door does swing. I'll make it, when it gets really cold in the 20s, I'll make this door swing all the way up to that T-post and I'll tie it to it. So they have just this 1.5 foot wide opening to go on in. Hi, Lily. This is Mama. That's Mama to Daisy, to Hoss, and to Precious. Hi, honey. Hi, babe. What you doing, honey? This is my sweetie. Yes, it is, huh? Yeah. Yes, you are. You're like a girl. And there's Lily. Right here. This is Mama. Yesterday, I came out here, and their ledge that they had, they walk over to, broke. And then you can see how they ate the bottom of that pallet. It was literally, when two of them got in there, there's a crack right in that area. And they stepped on it, it was folding. So I took that board, 2x4, and put it under it to hold it up. And I made that. What you doing, honey? There's Hoss, he's going potty. Hi, hi, Precious. Hi, baby. What you doing? Huh? How you doing, sweetheart? How you doing, babe? Yeah. She's my little girl. Mama had 3, and she was the smallest one, and she was always pushed out of the pile. And we had to literally we almost were trying to bottle feed her, but we kept moving her into Mama. And then Mama finally did take over and did pretty good, but she's always been the one left out of the pile. You know, even when it comes feeding time, they want to go eat her feed. So I actually, when I go give them their grain later in the day, I actually stay in there and make sure I keep order who doesn't take her feed. You know, that's just me. The goats are 4 years old, guys. I'm Precious. Anyway, walking around to the other chickens. And as you can see, the garlic's already in the ground. And there is my onions all set for put in the spring. That's my trellis garden. Last year's part of Shedwars, I picked 2 containers and grew out of them. Container growing. And I'll take my Shedwars in just a second. But from this point here, I think it's 16 feet wide or 14 feet wide. Follow all the green grass over to there and up. This is a hugelkultur garden. It went 18 inches deep and it filled it full of a lot of wood. I have a video to that, making this, and layered it with straw hay, and then put some dirt in here, and then put a little bit more hay and leaves, whatever else I can find, and then put some good soil in the ground. And then I could not find cow manure. Couldn't find it. Then I found a guy that had horse manure, and he swore up and down and told me that's 2 years old. A lot of it looked exactly 2, but problem is I used it, and I have nothing but massive amount of grass growing. My world's biggest mistake. I always told everybody don't ever use horse manure, and I have people tell me that if it's old enough, it's good. Well, he told me, and I listened to what he said, and I won't do that again. But you can see all the grass. Now I got a problem. I'm pointing at this line here. Guys, last year I pulled out 42 pounds of potatoes out of here. And it was the where you do not put the potatoes in the ground. I laid them on top and put hay on top and left them alone. I think I watered 2 times last year. Anyway, back to Shedwars. Shedwars is continuing now, so if you all don't watch Shedwars, check it out. Put in, you can do hashtag Shedwars21, and you can see everybody that was involved. I believe there's over 100 teams, and when I say teams, is last year it was kind of, they picked 100 out of the country, Northern Hemisphere, and the purpose of it was to show people how to grow food. Whether it was with help with animals, help in gardens, just to help you and to show you different ways on growing food, even cooking some different foods. And it was very cool. It was great to do. Only problem I had was I had to end it earlier because I had knee surgery done. So I had to go ahead and end it. But we did pretty good. Out of all my feed and my pigs, we had over 900 and I don't remember, 930 something pounds of food that we grew, that we eat, that we canned and put up. So here's my chickens. They're all doing good. They're all out there too. That used to be, because I have had a comment, somebody asked me about that, when they, how do they, you know, it's a shed. They thought it's not. Believe it or not, that was a greenhouse. We have severe high winds, and 3 years ago we had 90-mile-an-hour straight winds through here, and it blew every one of the panels out of the building. It just destroyed it, ripped it, tore it all apart. And I made a decision what I was going to do. I had a lot of this leftover metal that you see was left over from when they built my garage. So I just said, you know what, metal was free, and I really didn't grow nothing in the greenhouse. And I just grow my food during the summer and then chill out the rest of the year. And so I turned that into it was a shed, but then I turned it into a chicken coop. And you can see that automatic door I've got right there that I use. You can see a chicken just went in it. That's where that cable is I pulled. That's the door that opens up. And there's one on that side too for them over there. In fact, I just passed through right now. Here they come. You can see them come out. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Hopefully the new guys, everybody new here watches my channel, you see what I've got going on, what's happening. And y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching my channel. Thanks to the new people that keeps coming on over. I mean, it's great. I keep getting new people. We'll talk to you later. Bye.